A man tied a rope around a stone and hurled it into a well, hoping the splash would be strong enough to wash his hair. But the water either shot too far or soaked his pants instead. So he kept at it, over and over again, yet the water never quite reached his head. Months flew by, and somewhere along the way he not only figured out how to control where the splash landed, but also developed a whole repertoire of poses for washing his hair mid-splash. On top of that, his arms had grown remarkably strong. Stones weighing hundreds of pounds, he lifted them like they were nothing. He finally managed to get his hair clean, but that's when it hit him. His wig was brown. The problem was, he had told the abbot he'd gone gray at a young age. Thinking fast, he scraped some white lime off the wall and used it to dye the wig white. The next day, he went back to the abbot, confident he could pull off the ruse. But the abbot reached out and yanked the wig right off his head, or at least tried to. Months of stone throwing had sharpened his reflexes and packed on serious muscle, so he dodged just in time. Even so, quick as he was, he couldn't outmatch the abbot, and the wig was eventually snatched away. As punishment, the abbot ordered him to repair every bamboo shed on the Shaolin temple grounds. Only then would he be taught kung fu. The man agreed without hesitation and threw himself into the work completely. Even while laboring away, he secretly mimicked the other disciples as they trained, pushing through the pain even when bamboo sliced his skin. Late at night, long after everyone else had fallen asleep, he was still out there drilling. He was so consumed by it, he even practiced in his dreams. When he saw disciples working on leg training, he tied his own feet to a bamboo pole and copied every move. When others struck wooden posts, he hammered bamboo poles instead. Before he even realized it, his pace had picked up. He was throwing up those sheds faster and faster. What he didn't know was that through all those days of grinding repetition, he had quietly absorbed a tremendous amount of Shaolin Kung Fu. Where others could only master one discipline, he had unknowingly learned all 36. 2 years later, he finally finished the last shed. Just as he expected to be accepted as the abbot's disciple, the abbot told him to tear every single shed down and then leave. The man exploded in fury. He leapt down from a rooftop and cornered the abbot, demanding answers. The abbot had no choice but to fight back and found that every move he threw was effortlessly neutralized. It was only then that the abbot knew for certain this man had become a master without ever realizing it. The truth was, the abbot had known from the very beginning that he was an outsider who had snuck in. Sending him to build the bamboo sheds was never a punishment. It was a plan, a way to let him train in secret without even knowing it. But in the end, the man never understood the depth of what the abbot had done for him.